So PewDiePie thinks his channel might be dying. Let's investigate. Life as YouTube's largest solo video creator, you see what I did there, has been turbulent for PewDiePie. As this Google Trend graph shows, overall interest has waned, with the exception of occasional controversies that, to his credit, PewDiePie has been able to ride and eventually overcome. But we all know why this trend graph shows apparent decline. It's because interest in him and his rival to become the most subscribed to channel on YouTube, T-Series, dwarfed all of the other things PewDiePie has done in the past. But we all knew this story would come to an end, and it abruptly did when PewDiePie asked his audience to stop the subscribe to PewDiePie meme. And what effect did that have for PewDiePie as a Google search term? Yup, interest fell through the floor, T-Series became the subscriber king, and we all moved on. Now, in a recent PewDiePie video, he did go into a tiny bit of detail about his analytics, but we thought we'd take a closer look, because in reality, is PewDiePie any better off today than he was a year ago? Well, let's start off with this golden nugget of data. PewDiePie's video about his analytics, which after 7 days with 7 million views is already performing better than his average video, which is expected to get 6.5 million views after 28 days. Ooh, how did you get that data, Rob, I hear you ask, and what on earth is this tool? I want it. I'm glad you asked, because it's now time for the vidIQ shameless plug clack song. In the new YouTube Creator Studio, if you view one of your videos, YouTube will display the expected high and low end of views your average video is expected to get. It's good for seeing if a particular video has done well for your channel. But we decided to take that concept a monumental leap forward, because our video views comparison tool will track the performance of any video on YouTube during its first 28 days and compare it to the video's channel average, your channel average, or any channel on YouTube's average. And this is all part of the vidIQ Chrome extension that will help you research YouTube, analyze any video on the platform, audit your own channel, and take actionable steps that will help grow that channel. There is a link in the video description to download it. So with this tool, we can see how an average video performs on PewDiePie's channel, and since he posts every single day, we've got plenty of videos to look at. What you will find is that PewDiePie is remarkably consistent. With 1 or 2 exceptions, every video gets between 5 and 10 million views. Occasionally a video may overperform to average, but very, very rarely will you find a dud on the channel. But all this leads to a question all video creators get asked. PewDiePie has nearly 97 million subscribers. And yet each video only gets between 5 and 6.5 million views. That's less than 10% of his potential subscribers watching his content, and not all of those viewers will be subscribers. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, video creators, when people use that statistic to batter your channel. Urge to kill rising! What would help at this point is if we could compare PewDiePie's video view velocity against another channel's stats. Ah, here we go. Now, this channel seems to have much more unpredictable results, with views after 28 days averaging between 475,000 and 900,000 views. That's a huge variable as represented by the thick line graph. But which channel is this? Yeah, we've talked about this before, and now we have the tools to prove it. Yes, T-Series may be the most subscribed to independent channel on YouTube. And to clear things up, when I say independent, I mean independent from YouTube, so not YouTube Music. But on average, less than 1% of the channel's subscribers will watch each video. Now, of course, this is offset by the fact that T-Series publish several videos a day, and some of their videos get hundreds of millions of views, which helps boost the numbers. But what you can generally argue here is that PewDiePie has a loyal, consistent audience because they know what to expect from every single video, whilst T-Series, by nature of its eclectic music and movie content, is very much a pick and choose what you fancy type of channel. Now, I'm not going to argue about which is the better type of channel to have, it just represents different generations of the YouTube platform. On the one hand, you have the individual video content creator, the personality, how YouTube was perceived for a decade, versus the big movie label, big content, lots to see, the brand channel. But what about the channel that achieves both? Lots of subscribers and an amazing number of views for the size of a channel. We've got just the example. Each video on this channel averages, and let me just say that again, averages 13 to 16.5 million views. But the incredible thing is that this channel has just, and I'll say this again in relative terms, just 21 million subscribers. It has a quarter of the subscribers of either PewDiePie or T-Series, yet averages at least twice as many views per video. Of course, that channel is MrBeast. If we dive into a bit of a detail, each video on MrBeast's channel seems to actually increase in velocity after 24 hours. Almost as if millions of subscribers get notifications, flood the video, send positive signals to YouTube, who in turn share the video out to an even wider audience. In contrast, PewDiePie's videos follow the much more traditional route of sharp initial velocity before tailing off after 3 and 7 days. And when you look at the channels side by side, look at how even after 7 days, MrBeast's videos still have upward velocity and momentum, whereas PewDiePie and T-Series average videos completely flatten out, like many videos do on YouTube. That's a sign of YouTube continuing to push all of MrBeast's videos on browse pages and suggested videos long after the videos have gone live. You know what, I've just remembered something. In all of the excitement of using this new tool, I've actually forgot to answer the question I originally pitched to you. Is PewDiePie any worse off today than he was a year ago? Well, the stats do speak for themselves. In May 2018, PewDiePie's channel got 280 million views. In May 2019, PewDiePie's channel got 334 million views, an increase of 53%. PewDiePie, I think you're doing just fine. As are T-Series, who are getting along just fine, but you know what? MrBeast might be doing just a little bit better. Now, if you want to know more about the PewDiePie versus T-Series subscriber race, we put lots of numbers together in this video over here. If you want to know how MrBeast got from 5 million to 20 million subscribers in just 1 year, we've got a video down there. We'll see you on either of those right now. Enjoy the rest of your video making day.